Well, 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 if it's not time for stream part 2, hello. Let us ping the Discord. It was a tiring day yesterday. That's okay. Okay, so today we're gonna try out I did some testing on the Stalker Bull Rifle. This thing's actually, oh my god, this thing's actually pretty good. Pretty good. And now, I'm actually not that exhausted from yesterday. My voice is a little bit tired, if you couldn't tell. But, we're actually in a pretty good spot. Got a fuck ton of sleep last night, so I'm primed. I'm primed to game. What are we gonna do here, though? I think you pretty much always want, like... So this will stack with your Auspex scan, but the damage buff is not, like, that important. Will you be doing a Bulwark Great Axe build? I think I already have one. I have one out already. I have one out for the PTS, and it's identical to the one I would use here, but... Salamander Assault, I'll be doing that as well. I also want to try out Tech Marine. This one. Do a Deathmaw Stalker Bolt Rifle, Heroic Bolt Pistol. I mean, this honestly has made this build even better. Because now you have the Heroic Bolt Pistol with a massive buff of 15%. They made it even stronger. And they've also given yeah, I like it. I like stuff. We're pretty close. We only need like one more. We actually did play a bit of PvP, so we got our things done here. PvP is kind of like filled with trash cans right now. I thought this would be like a lot harder to do, but like it turns out like a lot of the it's like pub stomp season right now. So if you're a dedicated PvP player, you're probably just running numbers on people, because I was actually able to rack these up in like 3 games very easily. Imagine pandas going fucking nuts. Just fucking bodying people. I think the Melta Heroic needs some work. I mean, I think it's just as good as the other Melta options right now. It's not like insane, but it's pretty good. Who knows how long we'll be on today. I'm not going to stream as long as yesterday, but I do the weekly. I have some other stuff I have to do too. Saber came to you asking for heroic weapon ideas. What would you give to them? FOV for consoles. I haven't really thought too much about what I want from heroics in this game. I just take what I'm given and then complain about it if it's shit. I'm watching a lot of YouTubers covering Space Marine 2. There's a strong feeling people are holding back criticism on the new heroics. I mean, I think literally all people did on YouTube was complain about the heroics. A lot of maybe next patch that will be better. I mean, that was true in the PTS, and now we're at the patch, and now all of them are a lot stronger. The only ones I'd say are underperforming right now, like the Deathwatch Stalker Bullet Rifle, and the Combi Flamer might need like a little damage buff, but besides that... Oh, this one. This one needs like a straight buff. This one just needs to be buffed like really hard. Badly, very, very badly, this one needs a buff. But the Salamander's Power Sword is like a top 2 power sword in the whole game. And the Lord Executioner's Axe is like a top 3 Thunderhammer, besides Balance. It's like Balance, Relic, Relic Block, and Lord Executioner's Axe. It's better than these two. Both fencing ones need a buff compared to this. Listen, there's one thing that Space Marine 2 does, like, Space Marine 2's player base has never been accused of not complaining. I don't think that's true. This guy really just said that Space Marine 2's player, that he feels that Space Marine 2, the content creators are holding back criticism. I think all we did was complain about heroic weapons for like a fucking month, almost, for at least 3 weeks straight. That's why they're better now. When is your new tier list? Maybe today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe when I've played with all of them, I can give an actual opinion. And the problem is y'all complain too much. I mean, in which I think people definitely complain too much in this game's community. But sometimes it's justified. Like voice pack DLC, that was definitely justified. Other things, not so much. Some of it is just like autistic bitching. Also bitching about things they don't understand too. In the case of the heroics, these were actually shit, so I think that was pretty justified. We're gonna make a Deathwatch guy here. We're gonna do Deathwatch, Raptor. Are there Twitch drops for this update? No, it's coming in September. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch for Twitch drops in September, you can definitely do that. I'll be streaming a ton then. As usual, this is the top spot for all Twitch drops on Space Marine 2, as is tradition. Want some silver here, why don't we? Not even to lie, PvP ordeals aren't hard at all. It's having to carry the same underachievers from PvE while playing PvP. Shit just isn't fun when you're the only one accomplishing everything. Yes, yeah. Large is your burden, Chief. I'm sure. The burden, dude, whenever somebody comes into chat and says like, all my teammates suck, I promise you if I watched your gameplay, you probably eat shit too. Anybody, especially in PvE, if you complain about your teammates in PvE, nothing is uncarryable in this game, dude. People solo this game all the time. If you can't solo content in this game, you're not good in the first place. Especially, like, maybe not in Siege mode, but like in hard strats and ops. In like 99% of hard strats, you can do that shit with bots or true solo pretty easily. So whenever I see some random ass complaining, I'm like, okay. Whatever you say, dude. Like, if you're really as if these people are really as Sigismund as they thought they were, I mean, surely they'd just be soloing the content, wouldn't they? They wouldn't be playing with players in the first place, they'd just be going solo. If their teammates were that uncarryable. Don't call me out like that. I have people who say that shit sometimes. There it is. Is this the last major update this year? For this roadmap, yeah, we're getting another patch in September. White eyes? No, dude, white eyes look stupid. The burden of my teammates is so intense, I cannot win. They'd be playing with Sigismund or his girlfriend, that's true. And as well. Okay. Reduced by 75%. I guess I can't play it on this one, huh? How close am I to my triple antenna? Pretty close, I think. Soon. Soon you'll be mine. Well, everyone wants to come in for the weekly. Come. What color green is best for Raptors? Death World green. Yeah, the Death World Forest one. That's the chosen one. Check stream aspect ratio, dude. You're on the mobile stream. Just read the title. I guess we'll use this one. For this one. Is it true to play 3 PvP matches and get 200 accolades? I mean, yeah. Why would you think it'd be lying to you? It's the community event, bro. Alright, one of you guys gotta swap, okay. I don't care who. What's up, FG and gang? How we doing? We doing good? Yeah, what's up, Souls? Pretty well in the new weekly here. Oh. What is that bulwark fit you have going on? We're a Blood Angel. What does it look like, bro? We're a close support Blood Angel.
Scans show the Tyranid numbers growing. Retaking those sectors is a lost cause.
The fastest load time I've ever seen. Yeah, the load times are actually getting better this patch.
Damage, so we need a more targeted approach. Commandeer a Nova cannon implosive warhead.
Classic Blood Angel W, it certainly is.
Depot and deliver the payload by rail. We shall collapse the superstructure from below.
Mobilizing towards the depot now.
Environmental conditions deteriorate, as is the way of things. The battle disturbs Avarax's arid landscape. dust squalls can arise with little warning. If conditions obscure the path, look for the flashing guideposts.
Oh, pretty cool. Dude, Devourers do so much damage to you in this game. If you ever happen to have a slow-moving weapon of any kind. What's up, everyone? What's up, Trop Pocket? That question, can't find out which rogues I want to buy, new or not. Thank God I have multiple videos on the channel for that. So you should definitely check it out. Just answer every question you have. Alright. That was super cool. Why is it all snipers when I have a fucking hammer, dude? Okay. Yeah, Siege Mode should be in patch 15, yes. Playing a ton of that, making guides for that too. Should be fun. That's probably a lot better. That's probably more interesting than the actual Siege Mode for a bit at least. I think that will probably be the deadest mode in the entire game at some point, but this will be interesting for like a month. More than PvP? Okay, maybe not more than PvP. PvP is going to be pretty fucking dead. PvP is already dead now, and it's had its biggest update in the whole game.
Survey the terrain, Mike. Sending fragments.
My teammates are fucking suffering. What is going on, boys?
You failed that ultra. Fresh magazine.
Where is this Garn effects now? He's stuck in the wall.
Keep a tight formation.
I actually kind of prefer not having to deal with the fucking gun strikes on this build.
Where shall I plant this flag?
But yeah, I guess I have to execute my gun strike. I might be able to get our guy here.
This tide of Xenos is ended. Punish those who wound.
The fuck is my thing right now? It's not that low. Or not that high, I should say. Okay, whatever. These snipers this patch have been a little fucking wacky. I know I just sat in that one though, but I definitely noticed them having, I think they buffed them a little bit self-buff. Raptors, I insta-bought I insta-bought them before I even knew they were coming. Actually, that's a lie. I already knew they were coming. I insta-bought them the moment the season pass was announced.
Rally to me for passage.
This is not a test of metal, but of nation. Thank the throne for this sturdy shelter.
Let us slam this shit. I'd say somebody's joining the game and we have a full lobby. What's up, FTG? Wish you the best on the day 2 grind. I don't even know how long I'm going to be streaming.
Activate the Quartermaster's console and wake the machine spirit. Instructed to load the implosive warhead onto the train and assist it when necessary.
Oof, he dipped. Very epic.
Your task is to affix a Nova Cannon implosive warhead to
I might just disconnected though. He did have like 3. He did have 150 ping. It's fucking fucked, dude. The fact the parry bug can happen to my Norris in this game is like the dumbest shit ever.
Said to be in need of operator assistance. Perform the grounding of hazards and grants of care at the grading station.
That command is as good as punishment. This galaxy is not yours.
Parry bug? Yeah, when you're parry fade. How do people not even realize there's a parry bug in this game? I guess that goes to show how little people actually pay attention to game mechanics. But, yeah, if you parry in this game, sometimes your parry just phases through enemies. And you don't get a perfect parry. I'm shocked that's not, like, common knowledge in the game, because, like, it's just obvious within 2 seconds of playing it happens occasionally. I guess if you don't pay attention to the mechanics of the game, though, it doesn't. How do you like the fast compared to PTS? I mean, it's just a better version of it, so pretty good. Top feature reviewing, look at the prime. Can pairing also be affected by ping? Well, yeah, everything's affected by ping. It's timing in a game. So yes, Lunchbox. Is the big axe good? Sure is. I'd say it's a top 3 hammer. Maybe top 2. I actually say it's probably better than the balance hammer is. In a lot of ways. Saw a Reddit post of someone saying they were starting to get a hang of fencing weapons, dude. I don't even know why you'd even go on a forum after that, but whatever. I don't understand the mindset of somebody who goes on game forums. Could not be me. A top 3 hammer? Yeah. Top 2 maybe. I play it all the time. Assume the parry bug was a skill issue. Well, at a certain point, you notice the parry windows, and like if it's just phasing through enemy attacks and you're not taking damage, that's not really a skill issue, is it? That's just you having a fucking bugged interaction. There's a different animation when you actually fail a parry, or you just take damage. I'm probably on forums trying to learn about stuff like a parry bug. See, if you're on the Reddit for this game, you're probably not learning much. The Reddit for this game is predominantly trash cans that know nothing about the game in the first place. I like to complain a lot, though. Reddit is a cesspool. I mean, this game's subreddit, mostly shit cans in this game. And if they're not, they can go post gameplay.
Let us assist the machine spirit.
That silence too many
Yearsky content farms SMT Reddit? Same, bro.
Fresh magazine.
Oh,
Still.
that's awkward. If you told I never looked at the Reddit, you should check a few content creators first on how to play the game. Well, in the case of Space Marine 2, the content creators actually. This isn't true for all games, but in this one especially. Most of the content creators know way more about the game than most of the people on the Reddits do. Or the official forums. I think that's just objectively true. That's actually just true in the fact of like what they've showcased doing. That's like really debatable. All of the hardest content this game ever posted has all been done by the content creator. I mean, obviously that's going to be true because you're technically a content creator for posting content, but ever since release, the proof has been in the pudding for what's good. Ask about your thoughts on other SM2 creators. I don't really have a strong opinion on any of them. FCG, what's your favorite Legion / chapter? That would be Blood Angels.
Escort the payload to the train.
Brothers, the blueprints say we can neutralize it. Yes. Ready to deploy. Fresh magazine in. No telling what surprise. Fresh magazine.
Regards to what are your thoughts, the other heroic hammer? It's bad. Or it's very mid. People like it for some reason. People have been asking, like, I mean, it's just a not very strong weapon. The Storm's Dominion. That's probably the most overrated heroic in this whole game.
No storm will delay our vengeance.
Humble servitors are instrumental.
Shit gets mad glazing from the scrubs. What are the top 5 overrated things in Space Marine 2? Number 1, Vanguard is probably the most overrated anything in this game. Vanguard healing perks. Number 2,
Survey the terrain,
probably fencing weapons, but not so much anymore. The top 5 heroic weapons, though. What are the most overrated heroic weapons? Number 1 is definitely Sword Saber. It has to be. Number 2 is probably the Omniscient Axe one. Actually, the Omniscient Axe one might be the most overrated by new players, because anybody that thinks the Omniscient Axe heroic weapon is actually good has no idea how this game works.
The lights will guide us, brothers.
That thing is just like objectively worse than the balanced version. Outside everything except parry window maybe, but like that doesn't matter as much on the technical especially. Yeah, it's the Omniscient Axe. It's the, what do they call that thing? I can't remember the name of it. The pointy end. I know the perk for it's called the pointy end. The thing is shit.
Survey the terrain while you can, brothers.
I don't even think it's slander to say, like, if somebody looks at that weapon and they think it's like top tier, or they play with them and think it's top tier, they just don't. They just are not very good at the game. And if they are, it's supposed gameplay.
Now a train terminal transcends to become
Let me
the
just
battlefield
see the reality posted in the pudding, as they say. What makes it overrated? That anybody calls it anything but the worst heroic in the game.
Obstruction detected.
Okay, well, first of all, the
Removal is required
whole
to commence.
perk effect of the heroic Omniscient Axe is to like one-shot guys off the charge, but the balanced one already does that. However, the balanced one also lets your hits the breakpoint in your charge attacks to one-shot everybody else as well on your far more important attack. So you're pretty much getting all the benefit, none of the downside. I think its damage is god-awful. Argent Edge gets insane blaze. Yeah, Argent Edge is probably the best heroic weapon in the game, that is the thing. I guess I'll do that. Deathwatch Heroic Heavy Bolt Rifle is also really strong. It's also, Deathwatch Heroic Heavy Bolt Rifle is more so strong because of the classes it's on in a lot of cases. Not very good on heavy, but... Argent Edge, probably the best weapon in the entire game. In terms of just like sheer impact. Actually, what would be the best weapon in the entire game? Is an Argent Edge better than a Power Fist? For what it's supposed to do, yes. I think it's actually more effective than the Power Fist is at like the intended gameplay loop.
Amplify our valor. Fresh magazine.
Remain calm.
Which I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a nerf. Because in the PTS, you used to deal damage on the Argent Edge every single parry. Well, you still do, but because it did not have the stagger effect on the PTS for patch 12. And I'm pretty sure it was an intended nerf where they were like, okay, you'll stagger the enemy, that way you can't just stack damage 4 times over on a Whip Warrior with no cooldown. But I think they inadvertently buffed it because Sabers know how to play their own game. And then that's why they added the perk description to it later, because they're like, oh, I guess this is actually a buff. Alright, I guess it's now the heroic effect. So they found out too late that changing the heroic effect would just go over horribly with the community, so they just left it in. Yeah, the old heroic fist high. I think the old heroic fist is the best fencing fist. I actually think it's way better than the new one. The new combi fist is ass. There is like, whenever I use that thing, I'm just using a worse version of the balanced fist, it feels like, because there's no point to use the combi portion. The combi portion is there for flavor. It needs a complete rework. What it needs to do, they need to make the Melta portion, the Combi Inferno portion needs to be better in damage and radius and everything else. It also needs to come out way faster than it does. Like, there's no, it has like the charge time of a, oh, this guy's outfit looks kind of neat. Little fucking Captain American-y.
Our banner awaits unfurled.
Saber likes fixing things instead of bugs. Yeah, the dreaded disappearing secondary. You're not wrong, dude. The disappearing Terry bug and disappearing secondary are the two worst bugs in this game. That's the shit that makes you like I don't know. How do I put this? Okay, the way that those two bugs can spiral your game. So let's say you miss a parry, right? Because the parry bug happens. That can spiral you into damage completely independent of what you were even trying to do or your actual input so much that it makes it hard to take this game's combat system seriously just beyond casual gameplay. The same thing with the other one.
Let us reassess our approach.
I'm having a question. It's not like a matter of opinion, but like, does that completely break the combat sometimes? Absolutely. Like, what if I told you there's a system in a game that was intended to work 100% of the time, but only worked 80% of the time, if that? How would you feel about that on paper? Like, what if I gave you a gun in real life and said, don't worry guys, it will only fail to function 20% of the time? How would you feel about that? Pretty bad, right? What if I told you in Dark Souls, guys, when you perfect parry the Black Knight, it'll work 80% of the time? You'd be like, wow, this game sucks. I want it to actually work. My same problem with Skyward Sword like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when Skyward Sword came out. They were like, we have our new Wiimote Motion Plus, and they're like, that's really cool. How often does my my input actually work? And it's like, oh, don't worry, like 70% of the time. You'll stab that guy, you have to stab in the eyeball like 7%, like 70% of the time. Wait, okay, so like our combat loop's just fundamentally broken. I have played 3 games in PvP and I didn't get the 200 points. Just restart your game. Motion controls were so dog shit, and I'm glad that Wii is dead. I love about the Switch 2, Space Marine 2 experience now. I remember when I was a kid and I had the choice between buying an Xbox 360 Kinect or just buying a Batman Arkham City Game of the Year edition. Guess which one I bought and liked. Made a great decision. I'll tell you that much.
Charging system detected. Engine seer requested to perform rights restoration.
Link your armor to the Mechanicus device. You will need to
Arkham City is goated. Arkham City is better than Arkham Knight.
until the reset is complete.
Charging system detected.
I remember playing Batman Arkham Asylum and being like, wait a second. Like, you guys ever played a game? This doesn't happen to me anymore. Like, honestly, it's like, by the time a game comes out, I can usually tell if I'm gonna like it or not. But when I was a kid, I would buy games. And I would be playing them, and occasionally I'd just be like, wait a second, this game's actually awesome and fun. That doesn't really happen to me anymore. I find myself very rarely surprised by a game. Part of that is we haven't played so many at this point. Obviously, the best Batman game is Lego Batman. Dude, I have 100% Lego Batman Beyond Gotham.
Deploy immediately. With pleasure.
I actually have 100% completion on Lego Batman Beyond Gotham and Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Weapon into the heart of our...
Or you know, FTG lore drop.
Detonation in 5. Brace for shockwave.
Lego games are unironically amazing. There's a reason they've been popular for like 20 years.
The Emperor's domain. No Xenos bioscans.
Have you played the new Lego
Mission
Batman? I have
successful,
not.
Talassa.
I haven't really played
Talk to the bottom,
any
Arch.
other game except for like Space Marine 2 and Dark Tide for like 2 years. I don't even know where I'd find the time to do so at this point. That's pretty easy. And now my Doritos are mine. This weekly reset healed your soul. Healed your soul. This one's actually impossible to do in like custom strats. Quite funny. Quite funny.
For the Emperor!
Alright. I guess we'll do Ballistic Engine the normal. I'll get some new people in here since you guys like to play. You guys were playing though. You guys were super for that one. If you guys want to come on in, hop on into the game. Okay. Oh, we have Beardo, Bandito, and D-Krug in here. Nice.
For the Emperor!
How hard is it to do stratagems? Not too hard. I mean, it's normal stratagems are just substantial, so I wouldn't even worry about it.
Scans show the Tyranid numbers growing exponentially within the Hive City.
Actually, do you think the Switch will last in Siege? It will probably last for a period of time.
Damage, so we need a more targeted approach. Commandeer a Nova Cannon implosive warhead from the Navy supplies in the Astra Militarum depot.
Probably not a long time,
Deliver
though.
the payload by rail. We shall collapse the superstructure from below.
Yes, sir. We shall burn and bury all.
Keep close, brothers. Do not get separated in this storm. The battle disturbs Avarax's arid landscape. Dust schools can arise with little warning. If conditions obscure the path, look for the flashing guideposts.
This galaxy is not yours to devour.
This is just a normal one, so we can kind of just rush through this if we want. This should be pretty easy.
Once one is clear.
Look objective down.
The normal siege modes are always, not normal, the normal stratagems are always so fucking boring though, I'll say that.
Thank the throne for this stage. You are fertilizer now.
Fit check on my pack. I can do that in a second.
A tragedy
Or with iron hands. That actually looks pretty good. Not Salamander this time, it's crazy.
Wait the machine spirit. Instructed to load the implosive warhead onto the train and assist it when necessary.
Messiah's blessings, Quartermaster. Awaiting for instructions.
We require a Nova.
We get so free, there was just no gun strike. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's like another debuff, but who cares?
Attention. Search is not found. Operators required to complete the transport process.
For the quick heroic hammer vid, no problem, dude. I still have a guide up for that one too. I also have a guide up for the Salamander's Power Sword. I mean, they're both pretty easy to use though, it's not a whole lot. The only thing I'd say on this one is after you do the spin, do a cancel. It's way faster because this is, so I'm spamming my key right now. That's when I come out. I'm maxed out to tier 1 for 9 months.
Provide your command authorization.
Lieutenant, we are sending the payload to the train terminal.
Good.
Brother, we need to
Escort
talk.
the payload to the train.
The lion, he says.
The depositator shows me a transport link we may utilize. Tally our coordinates. Faith without deeds is worthless. War is our purpose. We purge the galaxy of all that festers. Glory to the Imperium! For the Emperor!
Oh, the energy cackling on the blade. Yeah, it's a powered hammer. Well, I mean, I guess they're all thunder hammers. It's a powered axe in this case. A little more of a power axe. I don't really know why they... I guess they really didn't want to make a new one, but it's understandable.
That silence intimidates my city. This squall is as harmful as a summer breeze.
Is the Flamer Carbine alright? That's the one I'm about to buy next. It's definitely okay. I think the ranged ones are a bit worse than the other ones today. But, or it's patch. Spin my character around. Is it okay that I don't play chaos maps? Yeah, you can play whatever you want. Why would it not be okay? Your game.
No storm will delay our vengeance.
Combi Flamer is probably a side grade. That's because the Relic Flamers are so good. The Relic Flamers are like the best in the entire game. So, not doubt the Relic Carbines are like some of the best weapons. That is just an S tier weapon, actually. I throw it up there. It's good against both factions. Pretty peak.
Inserting rounds. Ring through the grit, brothers.
Ready to leave for passage.
This shit's so free.
Be wary of the ease of this operation.
Obstruction detected. Removal is required to
He's playing the heroic heavy bolter pistol. I mean, it's exactly as it sounds.
It shall be done.
It works exactly as it says on the heroic effect. Something is missing, or headshots not one-tap warriors when they call. I mean, they do. You're just missing.
We are back on the move.
The only answer to you not getting that is a miss, I am afraid.
Fresh magazine in.
Probably hitting the razor arm. Yeah, if they have their little sword arms, like these little sword arms above their head, if you hit those at all and nick them, they will be stopped, but they won't die. It's like kind of deceiving too, so don't feel bad. How's the sword work? Do you parry and light attack after? Yeah, I have a whole guide on it if you want to know. But all you have to do, so every single one will give you 3 empower stacks. I'll make another guide for it. I'll make a better one. I'll make a guide for everything in this game. Got nothing but time. Not like FTG has anything else to do than play Space Marine 2 and make guides for it anyways, since that's all we do anymore. My entire life or something. 5,000 hours on this? Actually, where are we at now? What's the total time? We're at like 5,600 hours across this in the PTS server. God forbid. What else does FTG do? Yeah, favorite champion? Probably Bulwark. Any Bulwark one. The Raven Girl one's pretty good insult too.
Terminator Performance Transfer 363.
They have to be always in speed style, yes. I have a full power sword guide as well that explain all the styles and everything about that. I know what FGG doesn't do. I doubt you do. I doubt you know anything about me, to be honest. How could you? Plus mundane things and touching grass, you'd be surprised. The realities of FTG may shock you. This rally, what was your first job? My first job ever? My first job ever was when I was like 17. I had a doggy daycare, and I worked with animals all day. Is that that? What was the warehouse job I did? I actually love animals. I do. I love working with dogs. Even when they bit me. So you continue to work with animals to this day because that's what Twitch chat is. Yeah, basically. Except I'll say this, the YouTube comments section is a whole lot dumber than my Twitch chat at this point. Some of you guys are fucking dumb as shit. I'm sorry. Like, actually, you're probably not in here. None of you guys. Alright, don't attribute that to you if you don't think it's you. But if you are dumb, it's you. Somebody asked me, FTG, why do you not... They said, why do you not read your comment, respond to every comment? I'm like, some of my comments are just, like, actually just fucking brain rot. Some of you are cool, but hey, more of you more. Who am I talking about? I don't even know.
I have multiple swarms moving to your location.
I might be part dumb. Don't say that.
Deal with them swiftly. We will not get another shot
FTG, how
at
do you
this.
parry in Space Marine 2? FTG. What game is this? FTG, how do you know when patch come out? Because patch come out every day, same time. Patch come out every time, same time. But FTG. I know patch come out 10 times in a row. Same time. How no time come out this time? I don't know. A mystery, really. FTG, how do I wipe my ass? I'm still trying to figure that one out myself. Because I said some of you were dumb, I didn't say I wasn't. Oh, FTG, do you remember you congratulated one of your fans at their dog's birthday? Yeah, that was a wholesome comment, though. Some guy said, today is my dog's birthday. That was his entire comment. It was the top comment on the video. What is more universally appealing than, like, a pet, right? I mean, FTG AI trains on all your feeds. I do love trains. Favorite dog breed? Bernese Mountain Dog. I had to work with Malamutes though. Those things are fucking huge. Never had to deal with a Doberman though.
Link your armor to the Mechanicus device. You will need
FTG, I
to
thought
close
Marine meant
proximity
like
to
they
the
were going to be
charging
deep
station
sea
until
water
reset
Marine.
is
Okay.
complete.
That's Space Marines. They're deep in space. FTG, why do you speak ill of my favorite chapter? You must be a Salamanders fan. It's not my fault your guys have Jolly Rancher green for armor. Are all Space Wolves furries? And not all furries are Space Wolves, but all... Actually, not all Space Wolves are furries, but all furries are probably Space Wolves. I just joined in, all I heard was Jolly Rancher green armor. Yeah, and I will not expand upon that context at all.
Faulty charging system detected. Engines here requested to perform rocket investigation.
FTG, why are blood angels called angels if they don't have wings? Because some of them literally have wings, okay? Ever heard of the sanguinary guard? That's probably one of the more accurate names in all of 40k. They literally have wings. The real question is, why are red scorpions called red scorpions? And why are the Ultramarines called Ultramarines? There's nothing ultra about these guys. They're like the most basic Marines possible.
Deploy immediately.
As you command.
What happened to the second tour guardsman? As you kill him, he was far better than you. Of course we did. We couldn't allow him to continue, dude. He was too powerful. Second tour guardsman had like profound power, a power previously unseen. But his AI data center got shut down.
Doubtful.
He's gone forever. Hey FTG, what do you think Bull Wars champion for Space Souls will be like? Let me see. Let me use my foresight ability real quick. Hold on. What will he look like? I have a feeling he'll look something... let me think about this for a second. I have a feeling he'll look almost exactly like this. I don't know what gives me that idea. Like, this is just an image that popped into my mind, and I told ChatGPT to, like, spawn this before me. But, like, something tells me this is 100% accurate. I don't know what it is. Something tells me that that ChatGPT, this image is 100% accurate. I don't know what it is about it. It could have been like data mine or anything. The chat FTG. True. FTG, at least our Space Wolf Daycare Center. Wasn't that just Prospero? Let them blow off some steam. Drip could be better. Okay. Chat, kill that guy. Down the flamer. We have all the heroics now. Cool, cool. Alright, thank you all for playing. Thank you, D-Krug and Pud. I know that was Beardo Bandito before. We just joined. Now, the next step. The next steps. Reclamation. True solo reclamation on the Salamander's Power Sword. FTG, how do I not suck with block weapons? The biggest thing about a block weapon is you have to know the enemy moveset. If you don't know the moveset of the enemy, you're kind of screwed. Not gonna lie, Chief. It's not easy. It is hard because it's hard, you know? It requires more game knowledge, just like kind of inherently puts it. Okay. See, when I talk about Dumb comments. This guy says, so if you get 3 parries back to back, you store 9 charges on the Empower stacks. How does that work? Like, should you just parry and then retaliate with 3 hits, or should you stack? Well, like, we literally, some people just genuinely do not read the weapons in this game. Because it says on the tin can, it says 6 Empower stacks max.
The value of the Wrath of Espandor is twofold.
Now, I'm not going to say that's a dumb comment. Actually, I already did.
Proximity to several Tyranid war vessels. Combat Squad Phaedrus is
Abelard servitorized that guy.
Additional squads are inbound to secure objectives. Make your way to the ordnance depot and take.
That's like my dragon spear.
It
was pretty fucking hot. We took the Raven. We kind of like a little bit of mixing and matching here. Reading is for. Keep calling your fans dumb. I'm not calling my fans dumb. I'm calling some of them dumb. But like, is that not? Well, what else would you call that comment?
We follow your lead, Phaedrus. Progress towards the ordnance depot. We will rendezvous with you and combat squad Henaton there. Remain vigilant.
Obviously not everyone, but like, you gotta think, the people in your comment section are like super small, enormously small portion of the people that actually engage what you're making. So of course you're gonna get the most disproportionately invested or insane people in the comment section because of that. Not you guys.
The Xenos sully all they touch with their blasphemy.
That was a clever move that guy did.
Hostile backup on the way.
Fester and rot. Xenos abomination.
Stop calling me that. I'd be dumb. I'm not your fan.
Multiple contacts swarming our locus. What is your status to that?
Okay, dude. You're balking if you hate me.
Righteous duties, Phaedrus. Good. We have drawn their focus. Keep.
You're a funny guy. What's your name?
Phaedrus.
INBU? INEB? You're a cool guy. I've been enjoying your stream and YouTube videos. Help me understand the game more. Thanks. Funny how. You made me laugh. So I don't know why I laughed, but it must be funny. Alright, so on this build, we are using the new Salamander Power Sword with a Wings of Flame gunstrike build. Kind of gunstrike build. We have armor reinforcement because the big thing about this weapon is that you have the luxury of not building for purely power rake, unlike all the other power swords in the game. The new boss is kind of weak now. The new boss is bugged right now to like fucking one-shot you, so I'd say he's actually pretty powerful.
Inserting fresh magazine.
This weapon's very fun.
Xenos die. Perfect balance. Reloading.
Day 2 of asking FTG if I can take the halberds off of my bulwark. No. You cannot. spamming power rates is always super boring to me. Yeah, you incorporate a lot more of the moveset in this weapon, which is why it's a lot of fun.
Behold the might of the Imperial Navy.
I guess we'll check it out.
Lost the ship.
The nice thing though is you can kind of like store your empower stacks on this thing. As far as I know, they don't really have a cooldown, or not one that I've noticed. Or I should say, they don't have a time limit how long they last.
Zone group, coordinate fire. Filthy burrowing Synaptic servants. That bow before it calls for reinforcements. Calls be heard. Apply additional pressure. Rearming. Lance that cystic xenos monstrosity. Tyrannies have no iron tactics. Altitude favors the swift. We have a leader. Initially one attack. Tossing frag grenade. No wrong way to kill a carnifex. Increasing response severity. Their numbers are no match for our troops.
Yeah, this thing is so much fun.
Never lost count with that one. Repositioning.
Now, the only downside of this weapon is you can't tell when you have stacks or not. It's kind of like count manually.
The Codex demise. Fester and Gossip. Altitude favors the swift.
They actually lost that there.
Our targets never stay hidden for long. Activating war gear.
Thank you, you're cool. I appreciate that.
Alien bioform. Only twitching Xenos carapaces remain. Readying next volley. Executing countermeasures. That zoanthrope is no more.
Nightmare's power sword is so good for like getting in free hits because, I mean, your light attacks can do as much damage as power rake, which means you kind of just sit there and spam them. You still cape farm custom straps and absolute? Absolutely. And they said they were never going to fix that, so.
Combat squad Heraton reporting in. The bridge is lost.
You guys enjoy the new Power Fist? No, the new Power Fist is like, honestly shit. I think it's not very good.
Based on your report, Heraton.
Not very good at all.
Standing by. Be advised. The cruiser's crew managed to execute security protocols before they were overrun by the Xenos brood.
Because balanced? No, it's because the heroic perk effect is just bad. I mean, it being balanced doesn't help, but it's just a worse version of the other one.
Talassa, commune with the main console in front of you to bypass the security protocols. The lift platform is in transit. Arrival pending. We descend to bring light to the darkness. Ascending for the kill. Synaptic servants. Attention boarding parties. We have confirmation that Combat Squad Phoebus is lost.
Hi, I'm new. I got a question for the heroic power sword. How do I know how many power stacks I have? Well, I hope you watch Sesame Street, so unfortunately I can count, because this game can play that shit anywhere at the moment. They might change that in the future, hopefully they do, but at the moment, we almost go 1, 2, see, 1, 2, 3, oh, sorry. Point is, it's not intuitive, it's not your fault. You're not missing anything. FTG guide on how to count when. For sure, Sesame Street is the best guide for that on Earth. That's how I learned, dude. I hear the count every day in my head. Well, why do you need to know how much extra sword can have if you can't count? Well, I mean, it'd be nice if it told you. Also less confusing for newer players like that guy the guy who asked, because I mean, when you're new to the game, you just assume the game will actually tell you information and you're missing something. But in this case, no. You're not missing a thing, brother. You've just been lied to. Well, not lied to, but the game's not telling you the truth, the reality.
Emergency blast shields retracting. Warning. Coolant rods exposed. Talassa, I need you to disable the entire cooling array. Concentrate fire on the exposed cooling rods. Target the vulnerable cooling rods.
Probably what I wanted, actually. I don't know why I did that. Wait, I don't have the right perks on, do I?
Activating war gear.
I took the wrong perks. How'd that even happen? I was just using this build. I don't have armor reinforcement. What the fuck? How'd that even happen? Why do I have overcharge? Okay. That explains a lot. Isn't the bulk carbine gotta be kind of redundant? Short range bulk carbine, short range flamethrower. I mean, it's a fun gimmick. It's a pretty slow thing. How is the new sword? The best. I think it's the best of the new heroic options. Straight up. Thank you for the 10,000 bits. Holy shit, dude. Thank you always for sharing your wisdom in defeating the Emperor's enemies and helping your brothers with difficult missions and grinds. God damn, dude. Holy shit. Sorry I missed that for a second. It didn't even give me an alert. Jesus, dude. Shout out K&G for letting me L streamer FCG. Jesus, dude. Incredibly generous of you. How's the new sword? The new sword's good. Does anyone here watch this channel? He has many guides and all of this. Well, you know, you never know where somebody's entry point is. Also a first-time chatter, so they might never see me ever in a million years. It'd be a bit of hubris to assume they've all seen everything I've ever said in my life. Some of you, though, I know you have. Some of you, I know you've been here for months. You're the ones I clown on. Kidding. Sometimes. Alright. What's your favorite faction in Warhammer 40k? Let's see. What is First Tour Guardsman's favorite faction?
37 hours, 12 minutes ago, the Imperial cruiser Wrath of Espen
What is my favorite faction in
ordered
all of
Avaraks,
Warhammer 40k?
transmitted a distress beacon and then went silent. Intelligence suggests the ship now plays host to Tyranid parasites, and the reported damage exceeds reclamation
Obviously,
standards. If we
Eldar.
cannot reclaim the ship, then we will unleash. The value of the Wrath of Espandor is twofold. Its cyclonic arsenal and its proximity to several Tyranid war
The Dark
vessels.
Eldar.
Combat Squad Phaedrus is
It's the
already on
Eldar,
board
dude.
and is the tip of the spear. Additional squads are inbound to secure objectives. Make your way to the Ordnance Depot and take
Good day,
control
Imperium. That's the
of the
Imperium.
plasma cores. A poetic fate considering the vessel's namesake. Talassa, this is Combat Squad Phaedrus. Breach via any existent openings you find. We follow your lead, Phaedrus. Progress towards the Ordnance Depot.
Let's see.
We will rendezvous with you and Combat Squad Heraton there. Remain vigilant. The Xenos infestation goes deep in this ship. Phaedrus cleaved a clear path through, and so shall we.
Brothers, there is killing to be done in the name of the Emperor.
Alright, sorry about that. So, this is the new Salamander's Power Sword for those of you just coming in, or haven't seen this weapon before. This one is actually pretty fucking strong. This might actually be the strongest Power Sword in the game right now. It's definitely a contender. I'll say that. Definitely the best for a Wings of Flame build. Kind of fits perfectly into like an armor reinforcement build. Because you pretty much get all the damage of a non-fencing variant with that 0-frame startup and the opportunity to gunstrike, and what comes out to be a very high amount of damage.
Increasing responsibility. That foe before it calls for reinforcements. Their numbers are no match for our troops. Executing countermeasures. Xenos scum on scope. Changing magazine. Battle power unleashed.
Multiple contacts swarming our locus. What is your status, Talassa? Executing our righteous duties, Phaedrus. Good. We have drawn their focus. Keep... Phaedrus, try again. Talassa, Combat Squad Heraton reporting. We lost Vox contact with Combat Squad Phaedrus. Do you know their status? Nothing useful. We lost contact with Phaedrus as well. We must consider our brothers lost then. Our objective is to secure the cyclonic warheads at all costs. Encountering heavy Tyranid resistance. Fully appreciated, Avatar. Stand firm and fight hard.
How's Wings of Flame versus the new Chaos Terminator? Actually pretty good, because the new Chaos Terminator, he has a lot of perfect dodgeable stuff. A lot of melee attacks. He also has very long melee combos, which inherently make this weapon, or make Wings of Flame, a decent choice. Because if you have like a 3 or 4 stack combo, you're getting like 400 free damage on them, on top of triggering buffs and gun strikes, which you can do on him entirely. Which we get to do Salamander Cape on Assault.
The wrath of Espandor itself
That'd be nice.
will avenge its crew. The swarm is led by primes.
No.
Lictor could not vanish from my sights. Inserting fresh magazine.
Behold the might of the Imperial Navy.
If only we could level these weapons at the hive infecting the ship. Activating war gear. Second wave headed toward us. Repositioning.
In Space Marine 2, what's your favorite drift? Depends on what I'm feeling.
Combat Squad Heraton reporting in. The bridge is lost.
Also, I'm as much of a sucker to like the new stuff as you guys are, so like if something's brand new, it's like a new outfit piece, I'm kind of sitting there like, oh, I like that more than I would the old stuff I've been playing with.
Be advised. The cruiser's crew
I'm
managed
keep
to
saying that I'm
execute
fine.
security protocols before they were overrun by the Xenos wound.
How does Sword work? I'm just overthinking it. I mean, it works exactly as it sounds, where you get a block, you perfect parry, you get 3 charges, and then each speed style attack will use one of those charges for 300% damage bonus on that attack.
Our orders are clear. Advance.
The sword actually good? Yeah. Does it do a frontal cone on dash attacks? I mean, as much as all the other ones do.
Commune with the main console in front of you to bypass the security protocols.
I heard you love the wolf helmet. I see Slander still in the air.
The lift platform is in transit. Arrival pending. We descend to bring light to the darkness. Attention boarding parties. We have confirmation that Combat Squad Fighters is lost. I need a mission status update.
When do you think they'll fix a new boss? Probably a hot fix, because he's kind of like unplayable right now, so I would imagine they're going to hot fix him.
Squad Octavio reporting in. Cyclonic armament secured for now. You are using the reactor cooling core. Report on its condition when you arrive.
Do you think some of the other new heroics will get buffs if no one uses them? Almost certainly. The one that really needs a buff is the heroic on the Scion Axe, but they have been, like, for whatever reason, ignoring that one for ages, it feels like, so we'll see.
And Octavio some time to prime the armaments. When you reach the reactor's cooling console, disable the emergency blast shields.
Shit on. Yeah, fucking nerd.
Arming melter charge.
Emergency blast shields retracting. Coolant rods exposed. Talassa, I need you to disable the entire cooling array. Concentrate fire on the exposed cooling rods.
Say the heroic bolt pistol feels way better now. It was not like an epic spot last time.
Elements of the cooling rod array are clogged. Vile filth.
For sure, one ordeal on console is currently bugged and doesn't count. Go figure. Something broken in a Space Marine T-Patch.
Identify blockages.
I don't know why I did that. But, you know, something interesting about Space Marine 2 is it feels like a lot of the time in the PTS, they just leave bugs in. They don't give a fuck to change for the PTS. Like, they just dump out whatever build they had. It's not like really a proper release in a lot of cases. Because you're supposed to test the weapons, but in the PTS last time, the weapons were, like, unusable. Or, like, genuinely non-functional. Like, this one was non-functional at all, and their perk descriptions were hidden. So they didn't tell you that this one did a 300% bonus damage in light attacks as an actual number until this patch. So when you're testing it out in the PTS, how am I supposed to give feedback to Saber on a number I don't even know?
Identify blockages and remove the
I was like, figure it out, kid. I just felt like my best thing would be like, yeah, it feels pretty good, I guess.
Executing countermeasures. Rearming. Could prove useful.
The expeditious termination is bugged on console. That sucks. That was actually really easy to do though, so I'm sure once they fix it, people will have a fairly easy time.
Munitions here.
One step closer to the reactor overheating. Registering extreme temperature fluctuation. Plasma cooling efficacy severely reduced. Excellent, Talassa. You will need to repeat the same process at the second array. Access granted at the bridge console.
Increasing response severity. It dug its own grave.
What's the build for Assault? I'll show it in a sec. It'll also be posted pretty soon too. Guard greatswords when? They haven't confirmed greatswords are even coming.
Precisely what we needed.
Well, they said they changed their plans to a one-handed thunderhammer as the next one, so it says a lot. Overall, you know, for a smaller patch, I think this patch is great.
Hostile backup.
There's actually a lot of interest in this patch compared to the other small ones they've done. I haven't checked the player numbers, but I'm pretty sure this patch was actually bigger than Reclamation was. Also, a little fun fact, guys. Did you guys know that Reclamation
Their numbers are no match for ours.
was the longest patch period we've ever had in this game? Since like launch.
Delta charge planted. Gaining improved advantage. Battle power unleashed. Synaptic servants slaughtered. Repositioning. Rearming. Altitude favors us. Executing countermeasures.
For one in the Rage of Arrows, who did that for the 30% cooldown there. This guy shooting you at point blank is fucking annoying though.
Readying next volley.
The new heroic bolt pistol buff feels great. This thing got power crept super hard in the last year.
Inserting fresh magazine.
Yeah, I was playing a bit of PvP this morning. It's actually more fun than I remembered it being. Actually, a lot more fun.
Take
Like, that's
all
probably
you
what I
can.
would be playing in this game. I was just chilling in it at this point.
A most impressive fencing, brothers.
I don't know why I did that. I don't have ammo. Is your keybind for melee just default? Never thought I'd ever hear you say that. I mean, I still think the PvP is shit in terms of content, but like, it's actually, I never thought the actual like fundamental mechanics of it are bad. I think they're fine. I just think it's an undercooked mode, which I think is just true.
Here.
This paid comment was brought to you by Saber. No, guys, it's really me. It's a word of me. What are you trying to say? That Saber's giving kickbacks? I don't think so. That was cool.
Our adversaries are keen to lose again.
Right, well,
No rods remain active.
not bad.
Temperature's at critical level. Plasma reactor shutting down to prevent catastrophic detonation.
As far as always a pain in the ass by yourself. Ooh, Guardian Rail, like I say, that's Jolly Rancher in the middle of my armor, or the middle of my map.
Proceed to the decks below and force the plasma reactors to overheat.
Instead of locking stuff behind PvP, they should have made it more desirable to play. Listen, you ain't getting any disagreements from me. If you want people to play your mode, I don't think the plan of getting people to play your mode should be built around forcing them to, because it's kind of what it is now.
Talassa, have you received word from our brother in Combat Squad Heraton? His approach vector should have taken him through the technical underbelly. These corridors bear the scars of war, but we've heard nothing from our brother. Understood. Be advised, we remain under heavy Tyranid assault. Heat from the plasma reactors will roast them in their foul carapaces. This is ill-advised, Talassa. If you do not break the reactor to detonate, the cyclonic
Oh, that's actually incredibly disappointing. Well, you know what?
Combat Squad of
Perish.
JDO will redouble our efforts to draw the Tyranids away from your position instead. Understood, Octavio. You honor the chapter.
I'm not watching PvP, not a fan of them forcing... I'm not against watching PvP, not a fan of them forcing cosmetics into it, though. I mean, it's fun. It's an arena shooter. Reminds me of Gears a little bit. It's kind of like a mix of, Gears and some other games. It is nice to see a PvP game mode that actually has melee intertwined with, range again. I haven't seen that in a lot of games. I mean, I've seen it, you know. You have Battlefield do that, but it's not like a dedicated melee system, you know?
Tyranids have no right for tactics. Altitude favors the swift. Watch out for Ravener tunnel. Delta installation done.
That's actually tilting.
Toxins cloud my sight. Executing countermeasures. Ended the Ravener's ravenous appetite. The alien bioform eliminated.
For a question, who went pause in their PvP matches? So I had 2 PvP matches that were super easy because I think it was just a bunch of scrubs, and then I had one where like there was an obvious sweat in who's like max level and has been playing the entire time. You're like, okay. So that's Master Chief, right? And there are a bunch of like little Marines running around. Yeah, the best way, I've always described it like this. I know a lot of you guys have played Titanfall, so PvP games at this point in their life cycle, this is true for Battlefront 2 as well, especially one of my favorite PvP games or multiplayer shooters ever. At this point in their life cycle, it's kind of like you have your sweat players, which are the pilots, and then everyone else is a grunt. Everyone else is just like an NPC bot running around, but they are there to get farmed. And then occasionally you run into the map and you're like, holy shit, it's him. It's the guy. And then Elijah Wood just like beats the shit out of you. I don't want to waste my shots here. I shoot the ceiling and nothing else.
Activating war gear.
Let's see what you summoned on me. What reinforcements have you summoned? Should not know that. Huh. So worse. I guess I could have just done that initially, huh? Proto Baggins is bagging on people in PvP, dude. Yeah, why do you think they hired Elijah Wood to be the guy in Spy Kids 3? Because Frodo, they would call him Frodo Baggins, he doesn't pack you up. I've always found it kind of funny how how memeable the Lord of the Ring character names are. FGG, would you play PvP for one whole day if Saber sponsored it? Well, if they sponsored it, then like, dude, I'd probably do a lot more than play one PvP game for an entire day. Are we talking like 24 hours straight? I mean, really, like, it doesn't really matter if Saber sponsored it. The question is really more so, would you play PvP if somebody paid you? And I think the answer to most things in life is, would you do X if somebody paid you? Yes. The question is just how much. How much would it take for me to play PvP all day? All day long. Are we talking like 10 hours? Can you give me an example? "24 hours straight." That would have to be a lot, dude. I can't really think of like a lot of things I would actually do for an entire day. 24 hours straight. Not only is that like incredibly unhealthy for your body to be up that long or in a chair. So, gotta take that into consideration. Also, by the end, you're gonna be playing like dog shit. It's just like the last like 12 hours, the last like 4 to 5 hours maybe, are just gonna be you getting mopped. So I gotta take that into consideration, you know, the embarrassment.
Synaptic servant slaughtered.
Hours streaming, you've done 24-hour streams on the patch, yeah, but like, I'm not just doing one thing on those. Yeah, I would. They sponsor me enough, sure. Or if anybody did. But I think that's most people. Like, I don't know, guys. How long would you play a game for 24 hours straight if somebody paid you like an acceptable amount of money? I think the answer is yes, right? Especially considering most of the games I've played in my life I've played for free, so it's really just yes, it's I said I've been playing PvP for free since launch, so fuck yeah, I'll do it. See, yeah, exactly. What I mean.
Attention. Authorized personnel only beyond this point. Provide sufficient ocular scan authorization in order to proceed. Security protocols dictate that only claimed principal servitors have entry authorization. Locate the leader servitor so we may scan the eyes. Tyranids have no violent tactics. Bravers must sweat. Faith brothers. One of these deceased servitors has the authorization.
I missed the whip swing. Fuck. Whatever. Do the old-fashioned way now. Oh! We got stun locked in that one. First hit staggered us, second hit. That's the frustration of getting ping-ponged in this game. If you don't have no knockback active and you get hit a single time with some of those attacks, you're just dead. No armor, no problem. It's good. The old-fashioned way, it's getting stun locked.
There must be some remains we neglected to scan.
That's the shit that's gonna drive. That's the shit that drives a new player insane in this game. 'Cause, like, imagine you're just fucking fooling on these guys, right? Strutting on them, and then just suddenly they just spin attack you once, and you get ping pong bounced around. You die instantly. And new players would look at that and go like, "What the fuck?" and never play the game again.
One last act of service.
We stand triumphant over the tyrannies.
Servitors, we have one last task for you.
It's always funny to see these guys just like talking to themselves in this game. We stand triumphant over the tyranny. It's just like, yeah. And like, imagine you sitting in an empty room after killing all the guys, and you're just like, haha, I did it.
Munitions here.
Yes, this servitor's eyeballs grant us access.
I promise you the reason they gave this thing 3 in power stacks per perfect parry instead of 1 from the PPS is because they realized the parry bug. That means your parries don't work sometimes. Makes the weapon kind of frustrating as fuck to use on the PPS. You know, dude. For the pussy. You gain stacks can only be on speed mode. No, you can gain stacks in any mode. You just have to actually use them. You have to be in your speed style. And the way to tell if you're in speed style, by the way, in case you're wondering, if you have like this massive sheen around your blade, you're in power style. If you're in speed style, it's a lot less vibrant.
Access granted. To the plasma reactor.
Is this game available for offline mode? Absolutely.
The reactor and its guardians.
Hello, I am a wargamer. French. Hello, French.
That reactor must be destroyed. Honor our nations. Honor our chapter. Keep your eyes up.
Altitude favors the swift. Tyrannies have no mind for tactics.
Here it comes, brothers. It lashes out.
Executing countermeasures. Gaining improved margins.
Thank you. Dude, Sword Warriors in their block. The thing.
Alien biofall.
Okay. I like you can fit in these speed styles between their parries here. That's a lot of damage. You know, when you just say, like, oh, X weapon does as much as a power rake, well, like, that's cool and all, but the real power is that it does as much damage as a power rake, but it's also way easier to fit into it axe strings than or parry strings than
Activating war gear.
power rake can be. Oh, he canceled me out of my national attack. That's not. My power style is so good. Every power style attack in the Horror Gaunt will set them up into a gunstrike. It's also more reliable in the awkward parry phasing these guys love doing to you. Probably about to kill this guy before he can do anything about it.
We killed one prime, and its companion's fury magnifies. Perhaps one prime is twice as vicious as two.
Definitely.
They sully this ship no more. Now, engage the console to cripple the reactor. And Talassa, when those magnetic stabilizers stop, prepare for rapid egress.
Be advised, the gyroscopic containment shielding prevents catastrophic plasma dispersal. Plasma cores are now exposed. Caution advised.
Reactor critical, Talassa. Disengage.
I still can't understand the attack rotation on that sword. Well, I have a full guy in the power sword.
Talassa, we're tracking your
If you are curious.
and Heriton leader already on board. Our brothers prevailed.
Oh, I didn't watch that one yet. I actually say it's probably one of the best guys I've ever put on my channel. It's probably one of the ones I put the most effort into, so I should answer most of your questions about that weapon. Or this weapon, in this case. But for the specific Salamander one, I mean, the Salamander one is just an offshoot. There's nothing really different about this one other than the fact that it gives you speed style attacks. But I also have a guide for that on the channel. This weapon's not very complicated. All it is perfect parry enemy. Alright, well. Perfect parry enemy, get three stacks per parry. Each stack gives you 20% bonus damage on a speed style attack. Exactly as it sounds. FTG is one of the best guides. Quote FTG. If I said it's one of the best guides on my channel, I just said it's one of the ones I put the most effort into, which is just true. So it's one of the best in my opinion on my channel.
If not for your valor,
So we live in a world where the original Power Sword guides for this game were like, take intimidating aura, that's all they said. Three parries, swap to light and attack and repeat, pretty much. Or you can just be in the light already. Speed style. How are you feeling today? Fine. I didn't stream that long. I remember streaming for like 11 hours yesterday, but it's not a very large patch. There's not a whole lot to dig into on this one that we didn't already know from the PTS. Okay. Alright, we are going to go do Attack Marine 1 next. Attack Marine's actually fun as fuck on this. Oh, we could do Termination. Inferno Gaming is actually pretty good in the Horde clear, so. This can be a bit rough, but the nice thing about Attack Marine is you one-shot all the zone throws.
Your mission is to use the stored Promethium in the refinery to destroy the enemy swarm. The Cadians were tasked with providing assistance, but we have since lost contact. First, proceed to the Cadian outpost and establish their fate. You must then infiltrate the refinery and complete demolitions deployment. Trigger detonation only when the main swarm has entered the blast zone. Captain Akaram will coordinate our efforts over Vox.
Taking up Overwatch position.
Okay. This should be pretty good. They actually made this build pretty strong. I think power swords have always been kind of underrated on this class. Mainly because power style is very strong against Morgans. I don't know if I'd use this against Chaos. Actually, you could use this against Chaos too. Now, at the moment, Chaos is kind of bugged, where the new boss can one-shot you, so we're gonna do this against Tyranids. That's such a good synergy there. You get your gun strike, get your furious strike, and you also get free buffs.
Restoring sentry to battle-ready status. magazines.
Uh-oh.
Let the servo gun do its job.
I think he felt that.
The card effects are now on seat. Frag grenade out. Servo harness gun available. Large Tyranid organism destroyed. Cycling cartridges. Frag detonator out.
Oh, this class is so much fun. We're pulled back over here. Those sniper shots have been diabolical recently, so. This is where long-range barrage is really good. Those snipers.
Replenishing ordnance.
Oh, that might hit me. Okay, no. You're who I actually want dead. You sure?
Tyranid leader base destroyed.
My grenades are fucking amazing, by the way.
Organism destroyed. Rearming war. Servo gun is fully operational.
I'm saving the servo gun for any future range spam.
Inserting fresh magazines.
Like you.
My servo harness gun will handle this.
One precision servo gun for an enraged devourer. That's a damn good deal if I say so. I take that deal. That deal every time.
Cycling cartridges. Stealthy Xenos detected. Gun strike ready to deploy. Engage. Xenos alpha beast eradicated. Fragmentation grenade. Throwing frag. Reloading. Formidable Tyranid organisms eliminated.
Look, it's every single second parry there is actually bugging out.
Tyranids dispersed. You honor your warrior.
Put a turret up there is good than that, huh? Yeah, it's not bad for us. Sanctified Wrath Reliquary is actually pretty good in this weapon because you get no knockback and that bonus damage plus a multiplicative 25% buff. Pretty good.
Cycling cartridges.
What's going on today?
tarantula sentry gun. Small lights infect this area. Xenos alpha beasts eradicated.
We never map the artifacts. I think I like that more.
I can restore this sentry's operational status. Incoming small lights confirmed. Servo harness gun available. Living gun battery destroyed. Replenishing ordnance. Munitions depleted.
It's just a spore mine faster.
Large tyranid organism destroyed.
Oh, I almost missed. I almost hit me. These snipers have been a bit deceptive with their shots recently. A little bit.
Tyranid leader bits destroyed.
This Chaos Siege coming past 15, yes. Precisely when it comes in. Dude, these guys have been firing way faster, I'm telling you.
Slightly cartridges. Gun strike ready to deploy. My servo harness gun will handle this. Inserting fresh
I'm
magazine.
telling you guys, Salamander Power Sword, pretty good. Melt the Power Fist buff when? Hopefully soon, because that one, I'm gonna need Jesus. Still. Not as much as the PPS, like at least it functions as a weapon now, but definitely not great.
Servo gun is fully operational. Locus established. Electa, they utilize visual deception. Ambush. Rob the enemy of solid reinforcements. Let the servo gun do its job. Xenos alpha beast eradicated. Stealth-based Xenos revealed and removed. Replenishing ordnance. This tarantula is still battle-worthy.
Just personnel files here.
Servo harness gun available.
Got them.
Automated weaponry engaged. Monstrous Xenos eradicated.
Is a new heroic Melta any good picking up first? Worst, it's the worst one. I wouldn't even bother.
Munitions replenished.
Not good at all. Unless you really, really, really want to use a Melta Fist for whatever reason, I would not bother. 'Cause, like, as a weapon, it's the weakest option. That's probably the weakest power fist besides like the relic tier fencing one right now.
No turning back. Understood. Traversal may proceed. Reloading. Xenos activity is increasing rapidly. Prepare to engage. Servo guns in progress. Replenishing ordnance. Large Tyranid organism destroyed.
Or they up the waves a bit this patch. Let's see.
Throwing crack grenade.
Melter rifle any good? I think melter rifle's great. I really liked it in the PTS though. I don't think it's very good in Vanguard, but like on the tactical it's quite good.
Xenos alpha beast eradicated. Cycling cartridges. Servo harness gun available. Tyranid Xenos organic matter rots under our routines. Servo gun is fully operational.
Sheesh. Easy fan. It's your
My servo harness gun will handle this.
this too. Now I definitely get it. Oh, okay.
Activity. Target delivered artillery. Ravener eradicated. Attention, small mines detected. Large Tyranid organism destroyed. Reloading. Shut down their core for reinforcements. Fire artillery strikes. Silence the enemies before they request backup. Servo harness gun available. Let the servo gun do its job. Gun strike ready to deploy. Replenishing ordnance.
Did the melter rifles an upgrade or a side grade for tactical? Definitely a side grade. I mean, it's better at some things. Like you can stagger enemies from farther away. That's pretty good.
Talazza, the
Power supposed to be the best weapon
out.
from this batch, right? I think it is.
How close are
After
you?
playing with it more, I think it's definitely, it's either this or Lord Executioner's Axe, but I don't think any of the ranged weapons are like super strong. Like, we didn't really get anything on the level of Heroic Heavy Bullet Rifle this game, of this patch, but not to say it's bad.
Xenos Alpha Beast eradicated. Summon probe spotted.
Where? Oh.
Servo gun engaged. Swarm hunter thins the scale. Psychic organism purged. Servo harness gun available. All station takes fire for
The Stalker might as well be a cosmetic. I mean, that Stalker bolt rifle, the Auspex scan will stack with the other Auspex scan, but the damage buff's just not that substantial, so I don't think it matters that much.
acquired additional resources. All according to the Emperor's plan.
Rates of activation have been observed. The generators humming the machine god's name. Crane sequencing initialized. Delivering payload. Erratic vibrations emitting from generator 3. Operator, bring it into harmony of timing.
Monstrous Xenos eradicated.
X-axis aligned by the Omnissiah's will. Attention.
Two axes remain.
Restart Rename Crane, I can do that.
Perform the necessary cleansing to resume operation.
Enemy units called for backup. Automated weaponry engaged.
Oh, that guy blocked all the shots. See, that's what I was talking about, where the lethal perimeter and precision enhancement, they will target Majoras anyways and Minoras, so you're not actually wasting shots, so you don't really need strategic strikes. As long as you turn it off fast enough. Oh, there is one big there.
Tyranid leader beats destroyed.
We get held up here. I might use some nades on this. Actually, we shouldn't need to. We should be fine.
Servo gun is fully operational.
I know that.
Replenishing ordnance.
God damn. Look at all this shit.
Firewall detected.
Yeah, bioboards are so anti-fun. They suck.
Swarm mines detected. Fire artillery sighted.
Even after you kill them, usually you have to deal with like, you know, their leftover shit pile of spore vines after an FTG in the game. What's up, Osborne?
Xenos
We're seeing a salamander powers for attack ring right now. It's actually pretty good. It's definitely the best heroic in the new bunch. I was like leaning that direction last time, but now it's true. I do have to cruise the guys off.
Xenos Alpha Beast eradicated. Rearming walking. Fresh ammunition acquired. Gun strike ready to deploy.
Demolition deployment sequence complete. And there is no currently on the science watchful Oculus.
The way I turned off there.
We intercept the Tyranid in advance, Captain. It is an observation platform overlooking the Cryptomedium fields. It will make a good vantage for your operation.
Optimus reached 110 stream watch break. I wonder what that would be if I didn't reset it that one time.
Ready to advance.
Melta power fist would be sick. The Melta effect replaces the back fist. That would be pretty nice.
Inserting fresh magazines.
Would not mind that.
Scanner suggests a cloaked Xenos is near. Our foes attempt to call out fresh forces. Formidable Tyranid organisms eliminated. Linda detected and destroyed.
Precision enhancement's so good. 120 plus ish. Probably more than that. You're like a 50 plus at that point. Something.
Vanishing ordnance.
Anyway. A lot of guys in this one.
Ravener inbound. It is a burrowing horror. Xenos Alpha Beast eradicated. Subterranean Xenos Beast purged.
Actually should be able to one-shot him here. Or one burst him.
Gun is fully operational. Cyber gun strike in
The
progress.
fuck? What do you even stop my shit before?
Eurozone identified. Battle formation. Hit to wounds.
They're actually just spamming rush attacks at me now. Look at him.
Repurposing battlefield sentry.
There we go. This guy's actually spamming me. I'm being spammed. I'm being sunlocked. I'm being spammed. Scrub Ravener only has one move, dude. This guy's just shooting laser beams at me in Injustice 1.
Tyranid leader base destroyed. Cycling cartridges.
This Ravener's on attack canceling. I actually prefer that. Reverse finger light attacks.
Gunstrike ready to deploy. Monstrous Xenos eradicated. Inserting fresh magazines.
I don't think Saber has the resources to handle both PvE and PvP. I mean, they definitely have the resources. They definitely do have the resources for it.
We have
Will they
arrived
do
at
it, though?
Nose's facility. Run distraction efforts
That
as
is
long
the
as you
question.
can. If there is one thing I know, Lieutenant, it is how to pin down an enemy. I will hold you to that.
Yeah.
Activating Tarantula sentry gun. Automated weaponry engaged. Rearming war gear. Restoring sentry to battle-ready status.
The new power sword with the assault class. New power sword's good with every class. Every class has a power sword here is good with it. Now maybe they're gonna give the tactical power sword as like a little bonus weapon in patch 10. Maybe they'll do that. Maybe that's coming.
No turning back. Understood.
Anything here? It's a long mission, guys. It's a long mission.
Replenishing ordnance.
That's fucking toxic.
Brothers. Keep it up.
Firewall detected. Small items. Fire Tyranid assault suppressed. Online performance. Tyranid leader base destroyed.
Oh, the patch is going well. It sure is. Sure is. Sure is.
Munitions
Pretty fun.
replenished. Reloading.
The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
Large Tyranid organism destroyed. Gunstrike ready to deploy.
You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
Oh, finally.
We end this now.
Which Trem 70 do you think is the most fun to fight against? Probably Lictors, when they actually let you parry them. And they don't bug out.
Extraction complete.
Like Lictors are fun to headshot, yeah. Especially you stagger them and go immediately into a Bolt Sniper. Hey, we did it. That was a long ass game. Tom Air Power Sword is good in that class, though. As for sure. Right. I guess we do Stalker Bolt Rifle, right? That'd be fun. How can they improve the combi flamer? More damage. I would say that's an easy way. Just give it the same damage as the bolt carbine. Just keep its ammo lower. Combi flamer tactical. I mean, it's kind of a cool build, right? You get the purge. You get the burn. You take height and vigor. Track and penetrate rounds, height and vigor. Heroic bolt pistol, maybe. White scars, chainsword. That's all pretty fun. Go for like a little bit of a different build on these. I want to see if this gives you back ammunition on the one thing. Okay. So if I kill this guy, will I get back ammo on my flamer?
Alien bioform eliminated.
It's 80. I know where we were at. Didn't even tell me. I think we might have gone up.
Readying next volley.
I think we might have gone up. I mean, it's a bolt carbine. It's hard to ever make a bolt carbine bad, especially on attack.
Fester and rot. Xenos abomination.
It doesn't seem like you get back ammo. You get back from caches though.
Take all you can carry.
Doesn't seem like it. Maybe you do in-game. Wait, I'm fucking stupid. I wasn't even looking at the bottom of my screen. It's not giving me back ammo, so... What about in-game? Interesting. Is the combi flamer still bugged? It might be. It might still be bugged, chat. Definitely is. Yeah, it's bugged. Okay, cool. I guess we'll try the Deathwatch Stalker. Might actually get off here for now. Probably back on later or tomorrow, but... Take it easy, guys. Talk to you all later.